On Friday, June 4th, Alanna Clarke stopped by the interview studios to perform a couple of her songs from her new album. And then is when I managed to whistle my way in there to actually get a couple of minutes of her time to get to know the real Alanna. This is your Backstage Pass. Born and raised in Cochrane?
Yep. Yeah. Well, born in Calgary.
Born in Calgary. Raised in Cochrane. What did you used to do for fun in Cochrane?
Okay, the main thing I can remember doing is going to movies. I would do hiking with my parents. Snowboarding and skiing I didn't venture into until I started dating my boyfriend, and he goes, "You don't snowboard or you don't ski?" So I started to kind of learn how to snowboard. Not really.
You were saying that your boyfriend's in the military. Being on the military part, is that hard?
It can be troubling. I think if you know someone that you love is in danger, it's not, you're not happy about it. But you know, there's also pride. Not everyone can be putting themselves in that kind of situation, and it's a job just like anything else, and it's what he wants to do, and I support that.
There's probably a lot of people out there that are in the same shoes that you are. Why would you recommend them?
See, I found so far, I've found the distance was the hardest part, and it's just keeping in touch and writing letters and making sure, you know, you don't feel bad for yourself too much. I think that's something I had to, in the first couple of months when he left, it was kind of like, okay, no feeling bad for yourself, because it's a waste of time, and I have a life, you know, outside of a relationship, and I think that's what you have to realize is you're your own person, and you can be in a relationship, and you don't need them to be around 24/7, which I think is something teenage girls need to know.
You're still 18, and sometimes you have days where you go ahead and you ask your mom, "Mom, I want this."
Yeah.
What was the last thing you asked your mom to get you as a gift?
As a gift, well, here's the thing. Normally, you know, I'm very lucky. I have amazing parents. Since I'm an only child, normally it's like if I want something, I just set my mind to it. I go, I'm gonna get this, and you know, like a GPS. I go, I'm gonna get this, and I bug and I bug. And this time, I decided a couple months ago that I want an iPhone, but I said I'm gonna make myself wait till Christmas so that I really enjoy it. Regretting it. It's like the past 2 months, it's like I want an iPhone so badly, which is silly. But that's the last thing I asked for, but said don't get it for me till Christmas.
Do you own an iPod?
Oh, of course.
Now, if you had to choose from your top of mind, what's the one song that you probably played more on your iPod?
On my iPod. In the whole time that I've had it. Blue by Joni Mitchell. I listened to Blue, the album, and the song, just over and over and over. It's the emotional impact of her songs. I can relate to everything, even if I'm not totally even understanding where it would have come from. And it's poetry, but it's beautiful melodies and simple music. That's an amazing album, to me.
This brings me to my next item I like to call the shotgun round. Favorite ice cream?
So the first thing was banana.
Green coffee?
Yes.
How do you take your coffee?
Well, I like cappuccinos.
If you had to choose between Tim Hortons and Starbucks, what would it be?
Starbucks.
Really?
Yeah, just more options coffee-wise.
For 101.5 Energy FM, this is Goodwill Carlos. Thanks for using your Backstage Pass.